What do you mean? What do you mean? You are star. You are star. You are me. You are me. You are star. You are me. Oh, I really wanna know. What do you mean?
Whoa. We just need to take a second and talk about that song we were just listening to. That may or may not be an original DJ Toshi. DJ Toshi in the house. Hey guys, we're messing around with music. It's so much fun.
Yeah, that's
And by messing around, I mean just like really pulling samples from other things that I love, like Justin Bieber songs. Also, Fred again just did that same exact remix. Not that remix. Like it's so much better. It's his own version. But it's to what do you mean by Justin Bieber? But I digress. Hi everybody. Welcome to the live stream. We hope you are checking in with us now. We hang out for the first few minutes, check in with each other, check in with you guys, let you guys know where we are in the world. We are currently on the ground in Sydney. So welcome back to our live stream / podcast on the ground. We're always somewhere different. If you guys chat with us here in the chat, we will be able to see you. So please say hi. I just saw some new subscribers earlier. Creatress.
Shout out.
We're really excited about that. We are currently streaming live on YouTube, on Twitter on 2 accounts, on LinkedIn. So we're kind of all over the place. And I think we're on Twitch. I gotta make that account different though. I think that's the Aubtoshi account. People are like, what is this? I never even like talk to people on there either. Hi, Cheffo. How are you?
How you doing? I'm great. I'm excited to be here. I'm in the Aussie spirit. We have like a whole day ahead of us, and you know it's been awesome. I don't know. Every place hits you different, and Australia is just stunning, amazing, and we have like really, really good friends and people here. So yeah, just doing great. Excited to do some podcasting with you and
hell yeah,
talk about stuff. Yeah,
I'm really excited too. I'm gonna just pop a message real quick right up into this chat just to make sure we're good. Hi.
Little chat tester.
Little GM.
Little
Give that little GM there.
There you go.
We're really excited to be back with you guys.
Look at these. The set looks great today.
Yes. As you might notice, these are a new version of colorful Noggles that are now available, kind of like distribution-wise amongst
Am I allowed
Nounish
to grab them and put one on?
Yes, you can do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. This is just a live set.
These ones are dope. I think these are mine. I think I got these. I think these are my rares.
So these are actually made from recycled plastic. Later, as we go into more of our Nouns talk and Nouns projects, I can definitely pull up the Twitter handle of the person who is in charge of these. They were founded by nuns and funded by nuns.
Super comfortable.
Ooh. I said funded by nuns.
I heard
meant
that.
Funded by Nouns. Nouns DAO is actually the main reason that we're here with you guys today too. So we're going to get into all of that. We usually spend our first hour kind of talking about nouns and the different projects we're involved in, including ours, which is one of the proposals that was funded through Nouns DAO. That's why we're here with you guys on the live stream. And we've chosen to take our funding and kind of create a way to have a platform for people who not only were into this industry and loved NFTs and understood DAOs and all of that amazing stuff, but also people who we're learning about it for the very first time. So that's why we come to events like South by Southwest Sydney, which is why we are here in Sydney, Australia.
First year, shout out South by Southwest.
First international year for South by Southwest.
International. Thank you. They're normally in Austin, Texas, and we went to that event and had a great time and got to hang out with our squad in Austin. But this is the first time here in Sydney, and I think Sydney's the place for it. Like there's just a lot going on. There's a lot of culture. The city is totally set up for it. It's really easy to get around. It's clean. There's tons of great food and nightlife and like.
Yeah, I do love being here. It's interesting to see. And so if you guys don't know about South by Southwest, that's like a movie, music, arts, film, all of it.
Tech.
Yeah, tech. You'll see like major sponsors in the Web 2 world that we all are familiar with. Like at this one, there's Snapchat, We have Amazon here with like a big, huge setup.
Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche. But
There's
you'll also see
definitely, like, some
Web3
beer
integrations.
companies. Yeah.
Including a few of the talks that are happening here, which we will be going to after we are done with the live stream with you guys today. But we do have so much to update you guys.
We have our mates, as we say. We have our mates out there scouting it out this morning. Shout out Gammy and Ben Bodie. They're out there in the streets getting the day ready, I suppose. We've got our passes all good to go.
We got our tech one-day passes. We're really excited. That's the cool thing about this event is if you're a little bit more movie focused, you can kind of go like the movie route only or music route only to get into the shows or tech route only to do conference talks and everything too. So there are crypto, NFT, Web3 based talks happening here. Like I said, we are going to go to 2 of those today. I'll get the names of those for you here. Let me see. We went to one yesterday.
Yeah.
What in the fungible is happening in Web3.
Yeah, it was kind of like just like a general conversation, I would say, with like definitely like a lot of question and answer, and
yes,
it was cool, but it was very kind of top level, which is fine, and like there needs to be those. Like it's not necessarily designed to be like technical type of stuff at some of these events per se, but yeah, that was really cool. They had like a full room. It was actually standing. Like at one point there was lots of like people standing because there was no more chairs. Took some cool pictures of the event. That was cool. But yeah, you definitely can pick up on like this excitement and curiosity.
It's interesting when you go to these things too, because like most conferences that we've been to and we've discussed here on the live, these are panels that are set up to talk. People don't have a lot of time on panels, especially when there's multiple people on the panel. If you have a 25-minute panel with 5 people, each person gets 5 minutes.
And it goes by.
It takes a minute to introduce yourself, so by the time you get to Q&A, what we kind of notice is whatever questions are sort of asked, whoever's on the panel kind of answers it as like, how would their company or their project, respond to that? But I really love the more like broader general discussions. Today's actually like the controversial, spicy ones. A little bit later is the NFTs, sizzle or fizzle. Okay, classic kind of conversation that we always hear about NFTs anyways.
And it's interesting because like events and everything take like a while to plan, right? And so like it's kind of like when those things are getting booked and things like that, like the market, that was probably booked like 3 months ago or 4,
or even more,
6 months
half
ago.
a year at least.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's cool, but the markets do change pretty quickly and sentiments can change. And
oh my God, and projects are not around anymore that were then. Like I'm sure there's a lot of fizzle that's gonna be said has happened over these last months.
Toshi, can I?
Oh yeah.
So we've never had an unofficial Australian water sponsor.
We do today.
Today, our unofficial sponsor of OTG.wtf, a podcast brought to you and sponsored by the Nouns DAO. Our unofficial sponsorship today is going to be Mount Franklin.
Oh, pure
now, I don't know
Australian spring water.
There might be a Mount Franklin. I was trying to read to see if there was, but I don't know, Toshi. Your guess is as good as mine.
Mount Franklin is pure Australian spring water of exceptional quality and purity, as nature intended.
Exception.
There you go. We always have the unofficial water sponsor. That's kind of our thing.
Go out there, drink some water.
And it tends to always be like different sponsors.
Get that water in you.
NFT sizzle or fizzle. Come on, guys. I am so over this conversation. I might make a riot of myself.
That's pretty
during
much
the
like
talk.
that's like
I might just show up.
That'd be like cell phones coming out. It's like cell phones, sizzle or fizzle.
Yeah. The internet dead. Like it's not going to happen. Everyone, drop the conversation. You're all bored and have no idea what else to talk about. Especially if you're not involved with a project that's doing anything, or if you're kind of sitting there waiting. I think a lot of the fizzles definitely happened, unfortunately, during the timeline of all of these individuals probably being booked in these talks. The whole coin shit happened.
Well, let's be honest, though. Let's be honest. Projects have fizzled, so it's not like they're wrong.
Well, and what I'm saying too is like even for the coins, right? There's a lot more of like waiting to see what happens and less of involvement and like participation.
I think it more is implying like floor price, pretty much on projects disappearing. I think that's generally speaking like the thing that like media and outside people kind of that's the easiest thing to look at.
Well, it's also the easiest to just like agree with. Like, it's trash. Like, I literally tweeted yesterday, like, oh, before like Theo Von, this video came out. I was gonna save this for my Toshi time. That's gonna happen later, where I just get to rant for 15 minutes. But I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it now.
Save it.
No, it's relevant to what we're talking about.
Bring it.
This video came out with Theo Von on his podcast.
Man, Theo, killing me, dog. What are you doing?
Love the Rat King. Love the Rat King. True legend. At times questionable and pretty sus, but we love Theo Von. And well, until yesterday, it's really testing my love. Okay, this clip that came out. He talks about NFTs, like whatever happened to those? Like, yeah, they're just gone.
But that's not, again, that's actually the fault of the industry. That's not the fault of the audience. That's like legit. Like,
yes.
it's on the industry.
And if someone like Theo just like, no.
Legit. Like, there
Theo
needs to be more people going out there, like, on Theo's show who actually know what they're talking about. That kind of thing.
Thank you. So I tweeted that, and I was like, basically, like, it's never going to happen. But, like, bring me on
Maybe
to
it'll
the pod,
happen.
fam.
Theo, let's go, dog.
Bring me to the pod.
We got that embankment gang. Come on, baby. Let's go.
So I freaking tweet this thing, and I promote it.
We got Noggles all day, Theo.
Listen, the only way to get your eyes on anything anymore, X and Elon, is to like promote your shit, and I know that he knows that. So I promoted it to also get to like Theo Von fans, and cool. Every single comment under there, like, go to my tweet right now.
Can we put this in context?
Listen, every comment under there is negative. Like, NFTs are dead. I like checked the guy's profile. I'm like, does your profile say that you eat batteries every day? He's like, yeah, I'd rather eat batteries than buy an NFT. And then like people are talking about
That's
NFTs.
Not medical or financial advice.
People are talking about NFTs like it's an endangered animal that it died off. You know, like it's not going. Like people are realizing. Like I think people only think that it's the monkey pictures. People only think that. They do not understand that that's like actually a little piece of technology, and people can build different things on this technology. I was sort of trying to kind of explain it. You can't really have conversations like that on your Twitter feed. But yeah, I do find it interesting. Sizzle or fizzle. That talk is happening today. We will be going in there. I will riot.
It's super relevant to literally like why we're here. You know,
shout out Boney and Wyland, by the way.
Shout
awesome
out Boney and
Wyland here.
Oh, word up. Let's go, guys.
I know you guys agree. I'm sure you guys are over the sizzle or fizzle talk as well too, but hey, they're doing that here. They just do NFTs so dirty at these conferences. It's so controversial. And like you'll get some like guy
nobody's out there going like robots.
Yeah.
Sizzle or fizzle.
I know, what the hell?
Everyone's high-fiving the robot. They're like, you NFT.
I know.
What?
It feels like it's not a good feeling. You walk in the room as the NFT person and they're like, get away. You're disgusting. But truly, but then you find your people, and what's more interesting is that like more people in the room are silently about it than not. Like yesterday during the talk, someone had raised their hand and had a question. He's like, hi, I'm Mark something. Like, I'm a part-time DJ. Like that's how he introduced himself. And so people are really trying to like be comfortable with kind of ousting themselves and coming out.
Sure.
I am a DJ.
Right.
Like, accept me. I know what this might mean for my reputation and my career. Could get fired for this, but hi, I'm a part-time DJ.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
The last question for the panel was literally like someone came up and they said like, I'm new to this, don't really know exactly what's happening, but like kind of starting to pay attention. How is this going to be onboarded like to the mass public? And that was the last question of the panel. And, you know, they gave like some, you know, answers and all that. And it was cool. But like, it's the question that people who know that this technology exists, like they still don't know where to start, how to get into it, like what they're going to be doing with it. Like, and it really is like,
well, everyone's next question is like, where do I learn more?
Well, like for example, like we make, for example, like the DAO, for example, funds all sorts of amazing things that are telling all these stories with different like types of ways, some IRL, a lot of digital and stuff like this. But it's like I think, and I'm not like blaming Nouns or whatever, it's pretty much just like every part of every group really, like we need to say like what the NFT is doing more. I think like the building amazing things is awesome to attract eyeballs, but like and we're kind of like, we get a lot of like people from the industry and people who know about ETH and have ETH. And that's obviously like a big goal because, you know, the auction is in ETH, but at the end of the day, like we need to also really be making videos of like, this is actually how you will use your NFT. Not just like what an NFT is, but like, okay, this is me using it.
Yeah, no, or here's what NFTs are going to be, and
like
you're not
showing
even going to know.
someone getting into
like
a party.
Yeah, like a ticket or something.
Exactly.
Like to a concert. Your eyes are all glowing crazy on here, by the way.
Oh, these are awesome.
With your Nogs.
They're like,
how do they feel?
I was just about to say,
I'm going to show all
I
of you
think
guys
they
this right now.
may be the most comfortable ones yet, to be honest. Like the plastic is wonderfully soft. They don't squeeze too tightly. They have this new custom like nose bridge design. This is also
here we go.
Excuse me. This is also CC0 3D print
here
model.
We go.
These were funded by DCS Pod, one of the projects that they funded. So pretty cool. They're made from recycled plastic from the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
They come in a
love them
like recycled felt
Look
case.
how gorgeous.
It's like a collab partnership. There's just a lot going on here.
Yep. Mariniac, MARINOIOAC. Go follow this person right now if you aren't already.
Super
She's
talented.
heavily involved in NARSDAO. We got to meet her at NFT Brazil.
But one thing they do is, this is
also-
my favorite. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
like if you watch the video and stuff, they're like chunks of little pieces of plastic that they sort and all that.
Yep.
But like when they get melted together, they make random one-of-a-kind tie-dye patterns. Like
Dude,
each one is literally different.
And the way that you can like have this 3D model yourself is actually CC0. So it's on her Twitter page. You guys go follow her right now.
It's a good model.
They feel amazing. At NFT Brazil, we got like the like test sort of model of them. It was really cool. It's when she was building out this mold. It's all 100% recycled plastic. It is so freaking cool.
Yeah.
Just another great example, and just one example of things that come from Nouns.
I mean, that is a spectacular example of like how the DAO can fund something to literally make something cool and save the world at the same time. Like, doesn't really get much better than that. Like, yeah, that's dope. Really, really good job.
I love it. I'm just messing around with this thing here while
we'll have to find out more
this.
As far as like their availability for sale and everything.
You know, the glasses themselves are also such a great conversation starter. I know we all know this and we talk about this all the time, but it really just ends up being like that. Like there was a Snapchat installation where you could take a photo with this huge booth, and the person signing us up and like having us come up and take the thing, like the brand ambassador for Snapchat was like, what are those? Like we were all wearing the glasses. Like everybody loves them. These are things that we need to lean more with, I think, as we are onboarding, like going back to that gentleman's question. I'm gonna just cut this down.
Nouns, you know, is doing a very good job and is ahead of the game and is ahead of a lot of projects when it comes to concepting like how proliferation should and could and will be done. And you know, we're all learning, and this, you know, we could talk for days about it and of everything that's happened in Nouns, and it's literally just like a proliferation engine. Yeah, really neat. You know, we were Ben and I were talking about that last night about how the auction itself like is like the sun, you know, like the auction contract and the way that it works, and just it's like the flywheel. It's like the kernel of it all that allows like everything to happen, from like all the interfaces to the funding to the voting. It's just like spectacular.
Well, onboarding doesn't happen and cannot happen without conversations. And so what we're really actually trying to find and discover is how can we start conversations with people. And one way of doing that is being like, hi, do you want this flyer to something? Like learn about this. Of course, that's like a very quick way to kind of like just get in a stranger's face and talk to them about it. But a more effective way, especially a way that's going to kind of onboard someone long-term because they're actually interested in what's going on or kind of care about the person that's telling them this thing, so they're taking it in more, is going to be to lead with anything else. Like leading with like who you are as a person, like why you're cool. Right. And so why the things that you like are also cool. Yeah, and then, hey, we have like similar things. Well, great. That means that you might also like this thing that you don't know about yet.
I think a really good example of that. Can we pull up the props?
Yes, of course. Well,
a really good example of that is the Bob Burnquist prop that just passed.
Well, so let's, before we do that, for all of our audience and stuff too, that kind of is newer or just joining us for the first time or watching this and is still unsure about what Nouns is, we will take you to the proposals because that's a great part about Nouns. I messed this whole freaking chat up. Give me
so
one
what's
second
Nouns, Aubtoshi?
Well, you explain that while I fix this chat thing.
Whoa.
This is your pop quiz.
Oh my gosh.
Pop
All right.
quiz.
Nouns.
Okay, here we are.
Nouns is an NFT based builder DAO ecosystem.
Yeah,
where
baby, look at that.
projects and builders are funded to make cool things that speak to what is going on in the DAO and use a lot of the CC0 assets like the Noggles and the logo and the artwork.
So it's a fund that funds cool projects, and their artwork is open source.
Yep.
Wow, I love that. And you know what's even crazier than that? They have this whole mechanism how they raise funds for this treasury. So it's through this auction.
You couldn't be talking about an NFT, could you?
Oh my God, I might be.
Goodness,
I wasn't going to tell you that you were involved with NFTs. I was just going to let you participate.
You didn't even melt away when you said it. You didn't, it's like, wow.
One noun every day forever, auctioned off. If you go to the site, Nouns.wtf, there's great videos there explaining it. You'll see the auction yourself. You'll see the treasury. And so earlier when we're talking about proposals, right up here in that top left corner by our OTG logo, you will see the amount of Ethereum that currently sits in the Nouns treasury. Ethereum is the currency, this cryptocurrency that these NFTs gain for this treasury. It's on the Ethereum blockchain, but you don't need to know all of that. You do not need to know how the tech works of how these things are happening. It is really interesting, and the coolest part about a DAO is that it's so decentralized that every single time they've changed these contracts, which is making all this stuff happen, a smart contract, you actually can see what they've done because they put it in this proposal section. So I really like breaking it down like as simple as that every single time. I think it's super important. So we don't like lose people by just like saying these like buzzwords and stuff, because I still go to, at hackathons, some people don't know stuff, who are just kind of there observing. So everyone's learning. I'm learning every single day. Let's see what happens. So let's say there's this 10,000 about Ethereum in this treasury. If I just click on the menu here and click proposals, I'd be able to see which proposals Nouns DAO has funded. So that's about 16.1 million USD. Let's go down here. If you want to be a person who is accessing these funds, oh, that's awesome. Oh, hell yeah, we're about to go see them.
Amazing.
You would put a proposal in, and oh my God, wait, I have to go back because this is a new part. Since we've last been live, this has been implemented. We used to use things such as Nouns discourse, which is still in use, but to kind of prepare ideas,
or test an idea,
test them, get them out there, get opinions on them. Candidates, right here in this tab next to proposals, is now the place that you could do that. So if you have an idea for Nouns, if you have met us on any of these freaking conferences and trips and anywhere in the world, and we have been like, you have to put your idea in, tell us what it is. Don't even come to us and tell us what it is. Go straight to candidates, because you can do that now.
Now, it does cost money.
Yes.
I think it's 0.1 ETH. So you kind of have some skin in the game.
Well, so make sure you look at your stuff, you edit, you make sure you're telling your story right, and you really have it down. I would look at proposals to see what is passing, to see how people write proposals. Prop House is another great way to sort of test out your proposal writing skills. I think the Nouns proposal or Prop House is going to be opening soon. Again, because the gardeners are about to be selected. We can talk about all that exciting stuff as well. Yeah. But I predict that in probably 2 weeks, Prop House will be open, but you can go there right now. There's over 18 rounds, I think 20. You can read props. I know that is just beating a dead horse for people like Boney and Wyland. You guys are people who are in the community and you know everything about it. And we're all reading props like you guys. Cheffo is all in the prop game and knows every single time someone posts. So, from that, we have 100% learned about the DAO and how it sort of works and what they wish to fund. So obviously do your own research there, but come to candidates afterwards, post your prop.
Yeah, so a candidate prop basically means you put your idea in, and then if someone who holds one of the Noun NFTs wants to, they like it, then it can be sponsored, and then it can then go on chain to actually be voted on.
This is sick.
Those are amazing.
Totally Swatch vibes.
What? Those are dope.
Okay, Fabio, Seva, let's freaking go. I love this. Okay, so
he's cool.
Someone could be like, that's amazing. I will sponsor that. So if I had a noun, I would do that.
Dude, I would rock a noun swatch in a second.
I would totally do that. Okay, so that's where ideas can be kind of seeded and discussed. Proposals is where you're like, okay, I'm ready. You're either getting sponsored on chain or you're putting it on there yourself, or you're a nouner and you know what you're doing. These are all the new ones that are there. And then
Yep.
So referencing to what Cheffo was talking about earlier, the Bob Request proposal. So someone had submitted a proposal. Gami, where is this here? There we go. Oh no, that's the canceled one. Am I blind? Yes, I am blind. Queued and ready. Prop 402. Gift noun 542 to Bob Request. No tax. Love this.
Exciting.
So someone was gifted and given a noun and not just sending someone.
Right,
Like
yeah.
someone, Bob freaking Burnquist, okay? So freaking cool. I don't even know what to say. Like it's incredible that he's around. We got to meet him briefly at NFT Brazil. Legend. Like I 100% played as Bob Burnquist at some point in time on Tony Hawk Pro Skater as a child. And like, it's just so iconic to see this guy like in the DAO, and it really shows you one of the main goals of the DAO has always been to attract like premium builders and people to be not only just proposers and like prop builders, but to also be nouners. And so, wow, what an accomplishment for Nouns. Very proud of you guys. Oh, wait, where's my...
Yeah, that's a really good one. And, you know, hopefully it will continue to kind of... Yeah, there you go. It'll open up that opportunity for, you know, influencers and celebrities from different industries. And, you know, we had a chance to talk about that last night a little bit. And, like, I think that it's totally okay. And I think
my God, that's the original.
They have to be aligned with the DAO. And obviously, like...
Those are the original Noggles that you're wearing right there on the right.
What's up?
Marina. Right there.
Yeah. Those are the OG ones that she had made.
Hell yeah. That's Bob in the middle. That's Vlad on the left. We are excited to show you Vlad's skateboarding skills a little bit later in the show. Towards the end, we will be watching the last OTG short that just came out. So we're really excited about that. But Vlad is iconic. Bob is iconic. What a great situation happening for everybody with that prop going through.
Yeah, super cool.
Let me get back out of here.
It makes me want to like find like famous chefs and be like, look, guys, come hang out in the DAO. Let's do some Nounish stuff, and maybe we'll get you a noun.
Let's see. Oh no, the Seal Nouns was canceled.
Nah, dang.
This was an event that happened last year at NFT NYC, and it was iconic. And it's okay. We're gonna continue to be a positive voice and like inspiration for people to want to do IRL things. Like these events matter.
Yeah, absolutely.
I promise you that they do.
Look at Nounify Taipei. That's an IRL event in Taipei. Shout out. Those guys, we've been talking a little bit in Discord, but it's a cool prop. They want to put like digital Noggles on like, I think what is one of the largest buildings in the city during the event. A lot of people would see it. You know, it's a cool thing. It's not cheap, but it is impactful. So they have put together a nice prop. The visuals look great, you know, all that kind of stuff. And so I think it's just going to be one of these props that kind of, you know, we'll have to see where people are at in their funding curve kind of thing. And so, but it's a really cool prop. The team's great. They're totally legit, like super fun. Like if you look at what they did in the last time, like pull the prop up, open it up. I'll show you real quick.
Which one?
The Taipei, Nouns Taipei.
Oh yeah. Well, no, unfortunately, it's canceled.
That's okay. We can still talk about it. It was
sure.
cool. Yeah, scroll down.
Good.
Look at what they made.
No,
last
I
time.
know it's insane.
They went over their budget and like they like went in personal money and stuff. But like, look at this fucking thing. Like, this is spectacular, dude. They have like underlighting, all of this. Like,
and like having an area like this, I know from like these events, like
huge,
people would be chilling here 100%.
This will be that Those are the things that you remember
You
when
can't
you
have
go
too
home.
many photos of people in Noggles also, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. They're super
like,
cool.
look at this.
Super hip. Yeah. So, I don't know. That's kind of a bummer. Excuse me.
You're going to have to pardon Cheffo and I every once in a while, you know, just the traveling, the round the world chest cough. Yeah, I love an event. I'm really keen on seeing, look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the exact same vibe of like us being in front of the crypto at the Noun sailing event. Like the more we can get massive groups onboarded like this, like the better. Like how are people not understanding that? I mean, I do feel like people understand that.
People understand.
I do feel like they understand. And to be fair, event stuff costs a lot of money.
Vitalik's going to be there.
I do think, he is just on a world tour, that man. I do think it's hard to sort of at times like measure these things as well. So it's hard for people to be like, well, that's a lot of money for that. But it's like we were walking around South by Southwest and there's massive activations happening that cost tens of thousands, if not over $100,000.
Yeah, we were looking at like the Snapchat setup and trying to like
installation,
price it out. And
rental,
like,
sponsorship costs.
Probably $200,000 minimum, I would say. Like even like they had this one screen. Did you
LED
post the
screens.
thing on your Twitter?
I haven't done it yet.
Okay, we should totally do that.
Photo.
But like there's this really cool photo, but like you stand in front of this thing, or like there's this kind of yellow circle where you were supposed to stand, and there was 3 of us. It was Toshi and me and Ben, and we were like, and then you see yourself in this like, I don't know, like a 15-foot 4K LED screen thing, and
it's supposed to be a Snapchat screen.
Yeah, and it's like overlaying all these like
you're taking a live snap.
AR filters. It's really cool. Like the edges of your body were like glowing when you were moving and stuff like that. But like, you know, that alone, just the screen and the camera and the thing that was holding the screen, like, geez, that was probably 50, 75,000 or something for those screen setups. And then they had this entire like building that had like these 2 large kind of garage door style entrances and screens inside and places to sit. And there was people brand ambassadors, the whole
iPads.
Thing inside and outside
That's
was painted bright yellow.
It takes like a whole organized build out for these things to be like very fun for people to actually walk
Not to
through
mention,
them.
then you have to
experience.
take it down. Then you have to take it down.
Of course.
And put it somewhere or reuse it or do whatever.
Well, you usually like rent all the equipment and stuff, or you have like your warehouse. I'm sure Snapchat has a whole thing over here. It was interesting to see Snapchat because I did not see them at the South by Southwest in Austin. They must have a huge presence here in Australia. So you guys be snapping down here.
Cool, dude.
In Australia, there are a few active props right now. If you are a part of a Nounish community such as Nounsel or Little Nouns or any of them, make sure you go get your votes in. I'm sure that they already are in it, considering these first 2 happen and end in a day. Let's see, 407.
I've got all my votes in.
Let's make a short animated film to fund the Protocol Guild. Passed. Will pass. That's Yutong, I think, because of the quorum. Okay, yes. So we've gotten over quorum, which for the first time in so long is low, you guys. Quorum is at 42 right now. That is insane. 42 votes.
That's amazing.
This is the time to build on nouns. If you have been learning in the ecosystem and watching and crafting your idea, this is the time, you guys. Like, wow, that looks really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I really love that.
It's very cool.
Quorum just over 1 vote here with that 43 votes. Let's see. We got I always love checking also like.
It's a strong amount of funding. It's $400,000.
Yep. Against
but it
9.
passed.
Awesome. Congrats, Yutong. An early congrats. I think that ends tomorrow in the morning, probably another like 24-ish hours. Unless something
How's
crazy
the wet
happens.
butt doing? Is it?
Oh, we'll get to the wet butt.
We'll get to the wet butt.
We are going to get there.
Active.
First IRL Nouns themed playground, prop 408.
This thing's cool.
I thought this was really cool
it's
too.
Huge. It's absolutely massive.
I mean, I would fucking run through that right now.
I know part of the conversation is like, how do we make the design CC0 and like open, reusable, and that kind of thing. And I think that
so you could have like multiple parks. I mean,
they're addressing that.
How fun is that?
Yeah, definitely.
And what a great like.
And it's supposedly like in this area where there's like thousands and thousands and thousands of people go by it every day.
Wow.
Yeah, so it would be seen by quite a few people.
Well, I really love that.
Yep.
Anywhere that these Noggles can go, like I really hope everyone can kind of take on like this feeling of this long-termed thing. Like what's going to be lasting, like everlasting.
Yeah.
Or as close to, so many things can be everlasting, like nothing. Like we aren't even everlasting. But what's going to be there for years to come or for multiple people? Playgrounds are great. Love it. I think that was seeing conversations. I'm pretty sure that this person has been encouraged to come back and repropose and sort of work on the idea a little bit. Let's see. Prop 409, nouns to verbs, ends in 3 days. This is currently active. People are voting. This was put up by WizardDAO. And this is to give nouns, just like how we looked at the Bob Burdenquist prop, where Bob was given a noun, to the verbs team. So they are like the active builders on this. Like the last time we really talked about them, we were getting ready for the fork, actually. So they're just like behind all of, the amazing changes that happen to the nouns protocol.
I do think that it would be,
and they're very active,
very aligned with the DAO for those guys.
I just feel like they would really put their votes to use.
Yeah, they need to have a token
for the benefit of the DAO. Prop 410, wet butt, so what?
Wet butt, so what?
Nouns, bidet revolution.
Shout out Triggity Tron.
Shout out Triggity. Okay, this is going to be one that people are going to have to figure out if they like or not.
Do you know what my favorite
really
thing
cool.
about going to Japan was?
What?
The bidets, dude.
Oh,
the
God.
heated toilet seats, the bidets, they were just top, bro. Just top. What an experience.
I feel like some of the comments I saw too were like, love bidets, but maybe I'm not sure. You know, I love that the Noggles are like on this button because it's a lot less confusing than what an actual Japanese bidet looks like.
Yeah, it's very
There's
streamlined.
50 buttons on that thing, and you're like, what is about to happen? I'm not pushing any of these. This is so cool. It's like this one button. There's this video. Oh, what's happening here?
What you got?
Let's see. Whoa. Oh.
It's like it comes up and does this squirt, and then it shows you the button. Bam.
Oh, here we go. Wait, how can I hear this? No, it's not to techno music. I'm starting it over. Oh. Okay. It's like making bidets cool, which is so much like making crypto cool. It just has to be out there. It's got to be shocking.
Yeah.
Oh!
Is that shocking enough for you?
Why could I feel that?
Hello there. My name is Ryan Beltran. I'm the executive director of the nonprofit MakeWater.org.
Shout out, Ryan.
And I want to talk to you about bidets today. Just like this one, right here. Bidets are globally recognized for their personal hygiene, infrastructure, and cost-saving benefits, but they're surprisingly underutilized in the United States. I believe MakeWater and Nouns.DAO can change that. If you're feeling overwhelmed by climate change, MakeWater.org actually challenges you to do something about it. We have years of experience working with thousands of students and educators from all around the world. We activate students to be innovators and citizen scientists, where they can actually make an impact in the real world, and maybe even find a career path along the way. So making bidets a mainstay in the United States is our next challenge. We have a proposal on the Nouns.DAO to launch a scalable initiative where we give away bidets to low to middle income communities.
He's really good at translating
so we can find out why we think this is so
his
important
ideas,
by learning
sure.
what a bidet is in the first place. It's
Yeah,
an attachment that fits onto a toilet that sprays water to clean the user. Then all you need is just a small amount of toilet paper to pat yourself dry. This means the process is both hygienic and economical. A household can reduce up to 75% of their toilet paper and wipe usage and expenses. Wipes, unlike toilet paper, do not break down easily. They have incurred significant damage to local water infrastructure.
Cooking grease combined with baby wipes is ruining equipment and has workers doing overtime to weed it out at the Department of Environmental Protection.
Local water professionals have to deal with wipe clogs all the time. It's very costly, and it's not good on our already aging infrastructure. So while the proposal's up for a vote, we're actually doing a fundraiser at the same time with our partner Endowment. Anybody that donates 0.05 ETH or more through our endowment page will be eligible for a limited edition Nouns bidet with a golden Noggle.
I want the golden.
Give me that golden freaking toilet right now.
As a thank you for your donation. And if you don't want the bidet or you don't want to give away your
We
address
couldn't
or information,
travel with it.
that funding will go back
Maybe
to
we
helping
could. It's
Yeah,
not
we
very
could.
big.
Yeah, we
community and
could.
this pilot project. So we have a pilot
That thing's
location, we have
coming
a team
around the
ready,
world.
we have
Oh, that's
professionals
gross.
on board. With the Nouns
It's
community
not.
help,
It's
we
not.
can revolutionize the use of bidets in the United States. So let's make some history, Nouns. Let's pass this
Woo!
prop.
Yeah, love it, love it.
Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go.
That was great, man. That was awesome. Really good. And he's so like,
You know, he always
on
we
it.
met him when was doing this project with Little Nouns. So he's already a funded Little Nouns builder, and he provides
and a
these
funded
water
food
kits,
nouns builder.
water kits to children. He's teaching them. I love his prop in all of his ideas because they have like this purpose of like this other thing they want to do, and they're
Well,
like
it's
again
around water.
Well, and think about it. This is exactly what we're talking about. Like leading with something else, like teaching people about this, like getting funded by a DAO, but not leading with technology. Leading with like, here's how I'm going to use this funding to like solve a problem that I think I could help.
Right, because there could be thousands of people that are concerned about water usage, you know, and then that's how they come into the DAO. So
Wow.
really cool.
Awesome job, Ryan. I definitely have like been retweeting whenever I see that. You guys, I really want to encourage you, if you're ever putting a prop in or doing anything, like tag OTGWTF. The tag is right there on the screen. OTGWTF. I always, when I see this stuff, I like retweet it. I just like love people who are building nouns projects, and I think it's really cool. And if you're willing to put yourself out there and put your idea out there, you got our support. So, okay. You know, we don't have like necessarily nouns that we ourselves like can vote with, like just a me and Cheffo noun. But wherever we are, like we really do consider these projects and
well,
but
ugly,
we can, the least we can do is share it.
Pretty
Seriously.
much ugly kind of dissolved.
Well, yeah, and we can talk about all that at some point, but
yeah.
There's basically smaller and smaller groups out there that are holding kind of like groups of nouns that they vote with. And so you're going to get a lot more of those single holders or just the people who have a lot of nouns in the first place. But part of the hardest part about having a proposal out there is getting eyes on it, just like with your tweets and stuff. So tag us, seriously. At least we can repost it, and maybe it might get pushed to someone else's feed who hasn't seen it yet, who holds a noun or has a little bit of a larger like voting stake. But I do know that a lot of conversation has been happening around this. So I think it's gotten the conversation going. It's a cool idea. The word butt is in the title, which is hilarious, and we love.
Wet butt.
So what? Okay. Nounify, Taipei. Oh my God. Hey, they're back.
Yeah, that because I was speaking to them like this morning. Maybe they made a change.
They might have made a change.
Let's go down to the funding.
So this is going to be open. Okay. Created 4 days ago. So that now this is just like ready for everybody. But we're going to have our few days of voting here. Let's go down to, sorry for the dizzy scrolling here, y'all.
Yeah, same. And it's cool, you know? Like,
I mean,
it's a big event.
It's a huge event. If this
you know,
thing was saying an event,
Vitalik would literally be sitting there like looking at the
mat
Noggles.
with the giant
like,
Noggles. And everybody knows what the Noggles
Brian
are now that we go out.
Coinbase will be sitting there just like looking at the Noggles. I mean,
really cool.
It's like the bat signal for the event.
Love it. Love the IRL stuff. Nanify type. I wonder, I need to find their Twitter and stuff too so I can follow them. Okay, prop dates 2.0, prop 412. Okay, prop dates. I will be talking about this a little bit later. We are really excited for our own thing. Prop dates is like a new site that's been created where all prop builders can update.
Prop dates is not the name of the maybe it is.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
No, but it's like, hold on. But the URL is updates.wtf.
Well, it's called prop dates.
Yeah.
But it's so prop builders can give updates on their props. I have 3 that I'm going to give updates on. I'm really excited about that as well. We're just like kind of crafting them and we want them to be like visually really nice so people have like the gist about what's been going on with us in OGT. But this is going to be for a update. I think for prop dates 2.0, there's some requests that they want to do for like, I guess.
There's like an incentive structure. There's
this is Martin and Onion. Okay, yes, that's right.
Yeah, so this is for them to basically maintain it. You know, they've built their MVP. They've put it into the community. People like it. It's being used. It works, and you know they want to keep working on it.
Oh, Farcaster integration, very cool.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot.
Open additions to celebrate completed props, very awesome. Improved editor,
and they obviously like know what they're doing. So like,
cool.
You know, I mean, it's pretty great.
And I really love that the conversation is around making it like from the second you kind of come in as a prop builder and like before you put your prop in, you know that like it's encouraged to do this update.
The truth of the matter is that this is the first and only place that there's been this to do prop updates. And so I think that there has definitely been like, you know, a strong energy or desire to get updates about props because people will just want to know and they want to document like how props are going or went. And so there has been this feeling for it. And so now that this has been built, you know, it's pretty much like instantaneously baked into the ecosystem and it's really a good thing. I think like I had read a comment like in like one of the anonymous Nouncil votes or something like this. And it was like, well, why would we need to pay, you know, 120 ETH a year? Because that's what it would end up costing because this is for 3 months, you know? And so then it's like, why would we pay that? And it's like, well, the answer to that question is because someone needs to maintain it and someone needs to do the work and it is actual work. And it's probably will end up being like one of the more like archival, historic, and usable tools for the DAO.
Well, it's going to be this second closest to actually this proposals page, I think, because it's going to be the updates about like what's completed and now like, there's always these conversations that float around Twitter, even crypto Twitter,
Yeah,
of like,
exactly.
what has Nouns actually done? It's like, well, go to the site and see
exactly.
the exactly amount of how many have been completed. See like it's gonna be cool too. And I think that what should also happen with this is maybe like a small group or something could have like an initiative where they go around and find people who haven't submitted it yet and just said like, hey, do you know that this is here?
There's some pieces in there that they're starting to think about stuff like that, like incentive structures. Yeah, for sure.
Well, even to encourage like to go find, not even incentives for people to do it, but just a group to go out and find people who have no idea that it even exists.
Yeah.
Like I literally found out about this like maybe a week and a half ago, I think. And I was like, that is freaking cool. So I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited to get the OTG updates in for you guys. I think I was confused and thought we had to finish our prop before doing it, but I think you can just update along the way.
Yes.
So we're just going to get that in there.
Yeah.
Because our prop officially goes until the middle of December. Our last event is Art Basel, but we're here with you guys even after that. We'll continue doing our live streaming podcast.
I guess the
we're
better
just, like,
way to
Nounish
say
people.
that, now that you say, like we've said it so much, like our prop goes like until it's done, right? Like the last event
Well,
is
the last event is December.
But then we're going to be editing and podcasting. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. These last two are in the stage of being
Updatable.
Yeah,
Quite
you
honestly,
can
I
edit
have
this.
not noticed that before. For me, this
Yeah.
is a first seeing that updatable button. And that's super cool.
Dude,
and
it's
like,
so awesome because you actually have time to fix something instead of having
Yeah.
to cancel, resubmit.
And that's definitely going to be folded into Food Nouns. We'll talk about Food Nouns. Hey, we're cutting into my Food Nouns time, Miss Toshi.
No, we're not. We started a little bit late. Okay.
okay.
Fund seasons 3 of Nounish. Seasons 1 and 2, epic bangers. Wait, hold on. We love the Nounish team. We're really, really excited to get to go and actually meet them IRL and get to go visit
yeah.
the Nounish studio
Crazy,
next
dude.
week in Melbourne.
Yeah.
More of that to come.
I heard it's really pretty studio.
This
like a
is
really
the
pretty
official
setup.
studio of Nouns, where
Yeah.
they've really taken on the brunt work of like being like branding Nouns, like
Yeah.
these Noggles. Like, what is Nouns? Like, how are we going to tell the world about what Nouns is in
I
a
mean,
really fun,
Nouns-
creative way?
Nouns has an ad agency.
Yes,
has an
exactly.
agency.
And it's Nounish, and we love them. And I'm gonna really take the time to like read through this later. But I think that like bringing it to everybody's attention that this prop is live is really awesome. I had no idea. This series has been the best thing I think to happen to Nounish. We've all watched it unfold. If you
Crush.
guys go on the Nounish Instagram, that's at Nounish, you guys will see that they have just gone viral. Like they have taken off. They had this awesome series that you see here with the numbers where they get these artists, 3 artists, to do a different artistic variation of
Yeah.
a noun that they show.
Yeah.
And it's popped off. Everybody on Instagram, that must be where the fun artists are. Like we really want to explore that side of Instagram as well. But they're there, they're commenting, they're excited about nouns. It's like this mini kind of competition, like game show happening in 60 seconds. And it's beautifully done. It loops perfectly. It's a really fun watch. If you guys have not watched those yet, please go do that.
Yeah, we should watch. We should watch. one or two.
Oh yeah, look at their Instagram followers since the last proposal. This has been so incredible.
Yeah, amazing.
For the team, dude. As we know, we're content creators ourselves. Like, there's nothing like that feeling when after you've been putting media and content out, like something hits.
Yeah.
And so like seeing this happen for Nounish is like, thank freaking God. And of course it did. Like these guys are epic content creators and producers, and they've dedicated their entire studio to being Nounish. Like they are iconic. I think these are like probably the checkmarked awesome accounts that have now followed them, which I'm imagining. Growth relationship. Wow, this is really epic that they have all those comments. Wow. Okay, so now their goal for season 3 is to 10x again from 80K
go.
to 800K.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's a good goal.
So they're going to double down on the three artists initiative, which is like that trend that they were doing. Because like when something hits, you
Yeah,
run
dude,
with that.
you
You run with it. That is so good.
You figure out how to do it like in an even better way, and it's just
Insane. Amazing.
Amazing.
Develop new content that will resonate with our community, of course, and then experiment with new formats, links to show, and then to break out on YouTube. Okay. Oh yes, like maybe like they'll take the from that 60-second thing and they'll make like a actual game show for YouTube. That would be amazing. That's like a little bit longer.
You know, one of the first things that I ever bought in when I learned about crypto
Yep.
was actually a .com. I went out and bought like a URL, and it was cryptoquizshow.com.
Oh, well, maybe we're gonna start that, the OTG Crypto Quiz Show. That's so cool. Like I love what they're doing. I know from the past votes, this is season 3. There's been season 1 and 2. They've gotten like very positive feedback. Like everybody loves Nounish.
Yeah.
So I like feel like that's going to be a very positive vote probably. And I don't usually like think like to call that before something is actually live. But I mean, I just don't see how that could not get funded. That's just incredible. And of course, like they're just all brilliant. It would be incredible to have them with Nouns for another half of a year.
Is that is that a year or half a year?
6 months.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 noun every day forever in an auction roguelite game. This is the last prop. We will look at prop 14. Updatable still.
I haven't read this one yet.
Let's see. Play as 1 noun every day forever in an action roguelite game developed in collaboration with Nouns and Forgotten Runes Wizards Cult to be released on Steam and PC. A PC gaming Nouns game. I see a honk in there. I see a wild rogue honk in there. I love the cow noun, of course.
Who put this prop up?
Let me see. Sumia's? Oh, sponsored by Brennan. Sponsored by Brennan.
Okay.
They have a demo. There's like a Nouns Town demo. The Pixel Shop. I'll click on links later.
Yeah, it's cool. They talk about gaming and
proliferation, rising popularity. I think like Nouns coming to gaming is always good because like whether or not they like it or realize it, the gaming community is just going to be coming into NFTs and crypto. I'm sorry, it's just happening. We can see that with the Nouns Esports right now.
It's like planets colliding, you know, like it's going to happen and like. Yeah, you know.
And Nouns Esports, awesome. We'll touch on them after this too. I definitely want to pull up their Twitter. They've been absolutely killing it. They are at the official international championship.
I think we're going to go to that, aren't we, Aubtoshi?
I think, is this our hard launch of telling everybody that we're going to go to that?
It might be.
We're going to that. We will be there.
Let's Dota this thing.
The international. Yeah, I'm going to be
jerseyed
up.
Hang out with our boy Sasquatch.
I'm going to be nounsed up, jerseyed up.
One of my favorite people in Nounsed out.
He's literally one of my favorite people. Wait, let me just pull us out here really quick. Hi again. And let me pull up the Nouns Esports Twitter.
Yeah, they're crushing. I saw that they were like dancing, bopping around in the car, having a good little celebration.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't understand how long some of these invitationals are.
Here we go.
They're in Seattle for like a long time.
This one is actually, it's a little bit different, but it's 3 weekends.
Yeah.
So they just had their first weekend, which they advanced to this next round, which is going to be live in front of people this weekend in the arena. And then if they get to the next phase, which is the next weekend, that's where we're going to come. So we're coming for like the finals. You know, they're so talented. There's a lot of the backstory of these different players going on. Like, again, please, DYOR, follow Nouns Esports.
I want to figure out
join their Discord. That's where it really is happening.
I think they have like an Adidas sponsorship.
They have a brand new Adidas sponsored jerseys.
Yeah. Crazy. And have you seen the Adidas Noggles?
Yes. I love that the nouns.gg, like,
is that
this
like
is their Discord.
Adi Noggles? I can't. I was trying to do the
Adinogs.
Das Noggles.
Adinogs. Nouns.gg. I love that that's their Discord and it's like on their jerseys. You guys join this Discord if you haven't already. It's a riot and they actually stream like the games as they're happening. I used to like and watch Dota 2 quite often. Try playing it.
When I watch it, it makes me feel old.
It's okay.
I don't know what's happening.
It's okay.
But it's very colorful. It's very cool.
You know, it's like going to a football game, but you don't know how. Yeah. I mean, I know how football is played.
I'll figure it out.
We're gonna do it together.
I'll figure it out.
I'll help you.
And I need Sasquatch to explain.
We're just gonna put on your Noggles when you get confused, and no one will know where you are actually looking.
Yeah.
So you got obviously tons of different like Nouns updates of like crazy things happening. Like I'm just so proud of the DAO right now. Like especially having come out of fork season and entering this new phase. We're not
out of fork season. I think that there's always going to be fork season.
Well, it's probably going to be a different season, but what I'm saying
is
like
through the first big fork.
Yeah, I'm proud of the DAO for really pushing forward, for the people who have been building consistently during this time. Like just such amazing things like within Nouns in general that it makes it very like easy to go out and be excited about Nouns and talk to people about it while all that other stuff is like happening. And I don't know. I'm just really, really stoked, especially for Nounish and their huge win with all their socials, especially for Nouns Esports with their huge just like constant winning, you know.
Nars, Bob Burnquist.
Nars,
like, let's
Bob
go,
Burnquist, like, dude, like everybody is really
Arash.
You're just seeing like this light kind of come back into the Dow. I think
100%.
that's what it really, really feels like.
100%.
So we have kind of talked about different things that we could do as a format, and on any show where we don't have like a guest, you know, we talk a little bit longer about nouns. We will be having more guests coming on soon. We have a list of people who we're excited to bring on here, but we really do want to start like kind of sharing our own personal things. We do have other projects like such as Foodnouns, like within this ecosystem too, that it's kind of interesting, and we should spend time like talking about these things too. But what you guys are going to get when we don't have a guest is some Cheffo time and some Toshi time. Okay. So we definitely you're going to get like basically your own whole 15 minutes, Cheffo. You can rant, you can rave, you can talk about something, you can educate, you can do whatever you want for this 15 minutes. It doesn't even have to be crypto related, basically.
I'm pretty sure you're 11 minutes into my 15.
No, we started late. I can't say that.
I'm just teasing you.
Well, I don't have a gong and I don't have a buzzer, but I think that we should start this new series with some Cheffo time. What do you think?
Let's go.
Cheffo time. All right.
We need a
Give it to us, Cheffo.
noise for Cheffo time.
Give it to us, Cheffo.
How's it going, world? You know, it's been really great stuff these days. I am thrilled actually to experiment with this new format, Toshi. I think that, you know, we each kind of are different, and we also kind of are twinsies sometimes too much, but and we usually match half the time. But today we are not matching. This is nice, but you know, for me, I have been obviously like working on the OTG project and filming. We're going to watch one of the films. Actually, I think a few of them that we've been working on, and I think one of the next ones that we're going to probably work towards is the Bob Burnquist painting one with our friend Josue. I've been really wanting to put that out and explain some of those dynamics and some of the things that we were exploring in Brazil about potentially minting those and splitting those proceeds between different DAOs like Nouns BR, NARS, and Foodnouns. So that's probably going to be the next one, Toshi, that we'll do. Man, we had some really great conversations last night, Ben and I and yourself, where we were talking about how could we make these like wild, crazy sitcom or short film things. So I don't know if we'll get it done on this trip, but we were giving some thought to some super creative kind of like comedic style, like Nounish film work. But yeah, that'll probably need a little bit creative development. But in reality, when we're not doing this and editing and things like that, I've been working on Foodnouns and really trying to figure out some ways to get these protocol and website changes done. And so I'm super excited to actually kind of like announce or have an opportunity to start to introduce a friend of ours, Highlander, who we have had a chance to know since Brazil when we were hanging out down at NFT Brazil with those guys. And then we were invited to join the Burning Man camp, Camp Decentral, and just had a blast, you know, got to talk crypto for the whole time and really kind of create these lifelong bonds that we could legitimately like take into our work and into the ecosystem. And so we've been working together now for, I don't know, I'd say like a week and a half or so with his organization that is called the Coin Masters Guild. It's a really neat concept where essentially like there is an opportunity for developers with different skill sets to come in, and then they will find work and pair accordingly. And then the work gets done and people get paid, and the guild manages this experience. And, you know, we are, I think, one of the first groups to work with the guild, and I'm excited to kind of do that and be, you know, a guinea pig for their systems and also work to, you know, deepen ours. But really excited about that. We have a long list of things that we are going to kind of start working on. There's quite a bit of things that I want to do, even just to play catch up to some of the, like, get to the Nouns V3. I want to push V3, but I definitely don't want to push the fork. So at this current moment in time, like, Foodnouns is not going to have a fork. But yeah, we're working on some cool changes. And one of those that I am excited to announce, and I know that they're working kind of like in a test environment this morning and double checking and looking at things, but hopefully we'll be able to push some cool changes over the next little bit. And so that's why I'm definitely, cool talking about it. But yeah, we are going to incorporate the Nouns DAO auction into Foodnouns. So one of the conversations that's been ongoing as far as how to create decentralization in the Nouns DAO is by creating new auction clients. We see a lot of governance clients. We see things like this, but we haven't seen a lot of like other places where you can literally go and connect and buy at auction. And so it just got me thinking, well, we already have our web app with our auction going. Why don't we just add the Nouns auction right below it? And so we're going to be integrating the Nouns DAO auction onto the Foodnouns website, with the idea being that, people can come there and hopefully interface with both DAOs and both tokens at the same time. I think one of the other things that we'll add to that is being able to view props and candidate props from Nouns on Foodnouns. I think that's kind of also an important part of that experience, so that people really don't have to leave. Like if they could vote as well as buy at auction, that is ultimately like the experience. And so I think that's the top level goal on that one. But yeah, I'm really excited to kind of hopefully help lead that charge or be a part of that first group that helps provide different interfaces for interfacing with the Nouns contracts, because that will provide a decentralization to the whole thing. And so that's really exciting. Those guys have been working hard. We are working in like a trust environment right now, and then we're going to, I believe, put together a prop and do retro funding on chain in Foodnouns and kind of demonstrate a retro funding mechanism, which I think is also a really good precedent for us to be exploring as well. And then we have another kind of ongoing side conversation with those guys, talking about creating a larger plan, a longer term, larger plan that could include audits, could include other web changes, potentially an iOS app. We have to take a deep look at all the different CC0 bits of the ecosystem and see what we can use, and other things that we can just build ourselves. But at the end of the day, like, these guys are great, and it's, I believe, going to be a massive step forward for Foodnouns and our DAO, and I'm just really excited to work with them. We'll definitely get Highlander on here. He is the owner, I'm assuming the CEO of KeepKey hardware wallet, and so I know Toshi's got a KeepKey. I need to get myself one, and we'll we'll probably be doing all sorts of cool KeepKey tutorials. They have a lot of integration that they work on all the time, and I believe we can say that KeepKey is an official sponsor. So shout out to KeepKey and the Coin Masters Guild, Foodnouns, and all of that. Really, really excited. I thought maybe I could do some food news here, Aubtoshi. I like to kind of hit people with some culture in the food. Now, these are a different little flavor of culture in the food. I have what I thought maybe, I think I picked these out for you, Toshi, because I know that you are kind of got your eyes on what's happening these days with our girl T Swift. So I got a little T Swift
oh God,
food for you here. Can you believe it?
I can. Wait, let me get on the
No, I'm
screen.
serious. I am completely serious.
Hold on.
But before I get to that, I have a Popeyes chicken sandwich thing. So I really
Boom.
So I like to
We're back. Food news.
I like to go to Food and Wine. They have great food news. It's just easy. They do like cool things. Like they write great articles and they're actually fun and relevant. But like,
ooh, I can already. I'm salivating. I'm salivating at this title. Read it aloud for us.
So when we were at Burning Man, I just have this distinct memory of someone. They said we were like cooking something. You're at Burning Man, like you're trying to make the food as yummy as you can, but sometimes like it's just what it is. Like you're in the desert. And
Sometimes you don't have every spice.
Someone goes, I think I have truffle mayonnaise or truffle ketchup. They had brought truffle ketchup to Burning Man. So they went and got their truffle ketchup.
Champion.
But so,
legend.
Truffle sauces are kind of back in these days. And
okay, so Popeyes has a truffle sandwich.
Popeyes has a whole truffle line, a truffle sandwich here where they can put the truffle mayonnaise on the Popeyes sandwich. I honestly think it's probably going to be delicious. Oh
my God.
But Popeyes with truffles. Truffles are really going mainstream here, folks.
No.
Yeah, it's happening. So there you go. That's like a collab with this company, Truff. And I think that this is the one that
God, what an
hipsters and
amazing
stuff go
name.
crazy. Yeah, exactly. So.
Dude, find me at Popeyes.
There
okay?
you go, Toshi.
If you can't
I was
find
thinking
me,
about you.
I'm at Popeyes.
I was thinking about you when I picked these out.
Wow, I love that. Should I go to the next one?
Yeah, next.
Okay. What's it going to be?
All right, so, next one, other one. That's the surprise gift. Okay. I have a gift for y'all.
I swear I didn't look.
So this is a crazy story. So this is another freaking sauce. So Taylor Swift is like the hottest thing in the world right now. If y'all don't know what's going on, get your head out of the sand. But like,
who are you?
Aubtoshi will let you know. But so at the end of the day, like anything that she tweets, eats, does, whatever, like something happens. And so they were at one of the football games.
That rhymed.
Yeah, they were at the football game, and you can scroll down. Like someone sent out a tweet.
Yes, I know exactly what this is about without even reading this.
So someone sent out a tweet, and it was like,
she's eating chicken.
No, and she said seemingly mayonnaise.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Seemingly ranch.
Oh, and I wish I would have seen the.
So literally Heinz, like within 3 days, did a turnaround, and they literally made this brand new sauce called ketchup and seemingly ranch.
Yeah, it's ketchup and ranch.
A T Swift fucking Heinz.
Well, the picture. I wish we like had.
And
posted
the Empire,
picture.
dude, check this out. The Empire State Building got in on it, and they literally changed the lights on the Empire State Building for this new sauce.
It's a movie. Oh, here it is. This is the photo. This is the photo. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, here it is. Look. It's because she's sitting here at the game to see Travis Kelce. Note the single chicken finger and then ranch and ketchup. And she dips in them both.
That is the golden ticket of all golden. If someone can get T Swift in Foodnouns, if all it takes is seemingly mayonnaise, like, let's go. T Swift, welcome to the Dow, hopefully one day. But yeah, she's obviously like, she likes fried. I mean, dude, one of the first things, this is really relevant actually. One of the first things as a chef that I can remember as far as like being a chef is when we would be like 15 and we would go have lunch in the cafeteria. And on like chicken nugget or chicken finger day, whatever the fried chicken thing was, we would go over to the salad bar area and we would get mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, mix them all together and however you wanted to make your sauce and then add salt and pepper and stuff. But like, yeah, I was like, mixing sauces. I'm sure kids have done that as well.
Yes, we've all had seemingly ranch before.
Exactly. Without
beyond trying.
It's beyond.
I'm a multi-dipper. Like I'm more of like my Chick-fil-A like dipping situation is like very OCD. Like
we're going to have to document that one day, but we don't have 17 minutes to talk about that. So we'll get to that one day. But this lady loves herself a sauce. So I thought that you would appreciate this one.
I do.
But since you're such a good sport, I have a gift for you. Let's go.
Oh, God.
So this is real, folks. You can go get a free iced coffee at Dunkin' Donuts right now. You have to put in this code. Let's scroll down here so I can get it right.
Oh, my God. This is
You put
advice.
in this code 123 let's go. And you get yourself a free iced coffee.
Why is Taylor Swift also a part of this?
It's like this whole thing. I think they just started doing it, and it goes with her song because, like, when she sings this one song,
oh my God,
the girls go 1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch.
Oh,
I'm allowed to say it. It's whatever. I'm allowed to say it, but that's what they say right there.
You're allowed, but can I just? Wow.
The Swifties say it.
You let me know when your Cheffo time's done.
So go get a nice iced coffee. Rinse that down.
Where's the code? That's the code.
Go get some fried
chicken. There you go,
chicken.
guys. It's on the screen for you. If you're watching live right now, get your free iced coffee.
I thought that was pretty generous of me to hook everybody up with the iced coffee code.
That was good. My Toshi time is not as generous. Are you done with your Cheffo time?
I'm all done.
Give us a closing statement.
Super excited. I feel, as we were talking about earlier, kind of like a good upwave in the Dow right now. There's definitely like technical things happening and like protocol changes with the burn and all these things. And like we can have those conversations. But beyond all of that technical stuff, like I do think that there's really cool projects happening. There's cool things continuing to be funded. We have some fun things more coming with Food Nouns that we'll talk about. But yeah, I think that ultimately, like at the end of the day, like what's happened with the fork and what is going to be implemented with the burn is going to force spending, and it's a good thing, and that will lead to building, and building is a great thing, and hopefully then that will lead to auction prices going up past and creating new book values and getting rid of the arbitrage opportunity, which I think, these things are, it seems like that is the direction that this is all going. And so getting the arbitragers out of here, moving it all forward, making it a safe environment again, and just funding cool things, and also like seeing the true value of the sub communities. I think that's all happening right now, and I'm super excited. I need a nice coffee.
Hell yeah, Cheffo time. Wyland says, 1, 2, 3, let's go, Cheffo.
Let's go, bitch.
Let's freaking go. Before I get into my Toshi time, which I'm about to enter, can I just say that like my idea for these segments was for us to like be able to kind of share personal like things that didn't necessarily have to be crypto, because I'm like a pop culture whore and just like know about this stuff for no reason at all. But I just am like in myself dying laughing that at the very first time that we get Cheffo time and Toshi time, you talked about Taylor Swift. I'm
a Swiftie.
It's also because I'm shoving it down his throat, you guys. Not even because I want to, and not even because like I'm particularly a Swiftie or anything. You guys, like this knowledge, this information just comes in my head.
It's just.
But that's gonna be part of Toshi time.
Can't wait. I love it.
Where Toshi gets to just tell you about all the things she's been learning about. It's like my ADHD just in 15 whole minutes, but a little bit more structured this time. I'm not going to go full Toshi right now. I don't want to scare you guys. I don't want that to have to be the intro that you get to the things that I'm interested in outside of nouns and crypto. It's so funny because like part of going out and onboarding people into NFTs, crypto, or anything is the fact that you nearly have to remind yourself at all times that you're also just a person. You have hobbies, you have things that you like, you're interested in others and like the other things that they love. I love seeing like Web3 musicians and stuff too, but like even outside of like their Web3 music jobs, like they have other hobbies that they like. I'm really fascinated in just constantly getting to meet people and remind myself of that. And so that's why I think that these segments are really important, because Cheffo and I are just people outside of all of this too. And every single person that we meet around, the coolest part about all of us being so different and alike and all of it is that like we have this one thing that's connecting all of us in our little Nounish community, and that's nouns. And so I know that a lot of other NFT companies, not a lot. I know other NFT companies feel that way. I will be talking about one of those right now as I dedicate my Toshi time to a little unboxing situation. For you those familiar with what's going on in NFTs right now, you might know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Maybe you know what this is. Maybe you know what this is. This is an igloo. This is a Pudgy Penguins igloo. Join the huddle. Okay, I have been waiting for the right time to open these. Pudgy Penguins just voted #1 toy choice for holidays this year in the U.S. Have started being sold at 2,000 Walmarts in the U.S. If you're not in the U.S., guess what? Are you in the U.K.? That would be sick, because you could also buy them. And I don't remember the store name of the U.K. store. Maybe Cheffo knows that and can come back and get that. Cheffo also sounds like he's making tea. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Okay, I am ready to not only join the huddle, but to do it with you guys. Penguins have been everything over the last few weeks. Their toys, they also had a prop up in Nouns, like to have little glasses. You guys, these little toys, there's 12 of them that you can collect in here, these little penguins. They come in their igloos. And a Noggles tray is one of the options. So it's very exciting. Not only can I collect these 12 different penguins, but also I can scan this little code that's in here, make my little Pudgy Penguin profile. I'll have to do that like as a different video. Right now, I'm just gonna open these with you guys. Make my little Pudgy in my little Pudgy world, name it Little Pudgy Toshi, and then walk it around this little world and meet everybody in the Pudgy Penguin. So I'm very excited about all that. There's also potential for there to be a golden ticket. Now I did have, let me see how much I have here. 1, 2, 3, 3 igloos, 4. Almost there. 5 igloo. I swear I had 6. Do you see like an igloo floating around over there? Out there? Oof. Someone done jacked an igloo for me. Okay, I have 5. I have 5 igloos. I gave igloos to Ben and Tagami because there are no igloos yet in Australia. So we have to do that. So let's just get right down to it, you guys. I'm shaking it. I'm one of those people that likes to shake things before I open it. I think there's a penguin in there. Okay, let's see how fast I can do this with you guys. We're just gonna open it right up. Maybe we're not just gonna open it right up because I have these godforsaken nails. Here we go. Pudgies. I feel like I need music in the background for this. Here we go. Join the huddle. I'm joining. Ooh. Oh, I'm getting too excited. Yes! Okay, cute little pink sweater, bow rockin' penguin. How cute. So fun. They feel really cute too. I love freaking toys, you guys. Like, I know that's really annoying as an adult lady, but like, I really do. Okay, hold on. Let me put these guys here as I'm opening them. So this one did not have a golden ticket. Womp. But I will be saving my little QR code that comes with it with a little golden thing that says Forever Friend Adoption Certificate. Thank you for adopting this Pudgy as your forever friend. There's a QR code on the back with this cute little penguin sticking out the top. Experience the magic of Pudgy World by scanning the QR code to receive your very own forever Pudgy penguin and a special trait box. And so basically, once I scan this, my little Pudgy, my little Pudgetoshi is going to have outfits and fun things to go with it. And you can get rares in that too. So not only can I get a rare Pudgy penguin little toy, I can also get rare traits in the thing. So very exciting. Love that. Gammy and Ben opened up their Pudgies yesterday. We're going to go number 2 right now. And freaking Gammy got a Noggles trait, so I will just scream. I will scream. I need a Noggles trait. It's kind of like the only thing I care about. Okay, but the one that I got is very cute. Okay, Pink Sweater Gang. Pink Sweater Gang. Penguin 2 is rocking a pink sweater and a flower. Oh my God, I have like the girliest penguins. Aw. Cute. Those aren't quite Noggles, but they are glasses. So cute. Love her. Love that for her. And I got my QR code. I'm going to save all these, and I'm going to save my igloos. Okay. Pudgy 3. Let's go. There's something so satisfying about getting to open up freaking toys. I feel like I'm in my like child's mind right now. Like I feel like it's freaking Christmas. I'm so excited. I'm just like going to give myself Pudgy toys as an adult. I love this. Okay. Okay, I don't have a golden ticket, but I gasped because this is my favorite one. This is my son. This is literally the toy version of my son. I also got the plushies. It has this like, I want to say it's like a giraffe like skin, which is hilarious and just has a meaning for me. Like, that's not going to make sense to you guys, but I love it. It has a cute little bear hat, and it's holding a carrot. And my little Nouns character that I love is a rabbit, so that makes so much sense. My son. Cheffo's dying laughing at me because I'm like actually legitimately excited about this. Okay, Pudgy 4. Pudgy 4. We will be back in the US for the Nouns Esports, the International in Seattle. And I'm going to go to the Walmarts up there. We're going back. Because I don't get a golden ticket. That's just not going to be cool. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Pudgy 4. Pudgy 4. Pink. I have such feminine, cute little Pudgies. Pink with overalls, with a little, can you guys kind of see this? With the little headphones. Oh my God. So cute. Pink gang. On Wednesdays, we wear pink. It's very fitting for the Pudgies that I have. Last Pudgy of the day for my unboxing experience for my Toshi time. I will be doing another video where we're going to make my little Pudgy. We're going to walk through and see what kind of traits I got. See if those are rares. Okay. Toshi did not get a ticket this time. Toshi did not get a golden ticket. None of us did from that batch. But I did get a cute astronaut holding a Pudgy igloo flag to put down onto the new world because Pudgies are taking over. Wow. What an iconic collection of cute little toys. So fun. I think they're like a couple bucks each, you guys. Like, if you are not in the US, if you are in the US, first of all, go to Walmart right now. You can't miss it. follow Pudgy Penguins. Like there's pictures everywhere that are being retweeted of what this display looks like. It's this like little end display that's over in the toys area. Ours was like in like the one that we went to in Reno was like by the toys and the bikes, but you can see it's like an end cap to an aisle. It's this pallet program for Walmart, which is brilliant. And like I've seen a lot of different conversations happening, kind of leaning both ways on this huge accomplishment by Pudgy Penguins and by Luca Nets, more specifically, who took over Pudgy's and was able to bring them to market, like a literal market, like Walmart. I think it is a fantastic thing. You guys, kids, parents are about to go to stores to like buy holiday gifts. Like these penguins are so cute when they're sitting there. We have these little toys in the igloos. There's also these plushies that are like this big that we got 4 of, including that little cute carrot guy. And then there's also almost like these like Funko toy collectible in box larger versions like of these guys, which are like the penguins that you kind of wouldn't really take out of the box if you're an avid toy collector. You know, we had to leave those behind on our travels. I couldn't quite carry around the entire huddle with me everywhere we went, but I was able to bring the igloos and share in some of that gifting as well with others. But I think it's a huge step forward for NFTs and for Web3 and this culture. And seeing Walmart even tweet out about Pudgy Penguins was insane. And to be honest, like their floor has gone up like an entire whole ETH. So I think it's kind of cool. Like I didn't even realize or think that it was important for it to translate like that over into like the NFT Web3 side, especially not right away. But it has. And I think it's because Pudgy's kind of showed like, hey, like this is a really cool thing to be a part of. And like, look how excited and happy people are. I think it's the same exact experience that people have with VeeFriends. Like when you are a part of the VeeFriends community, it is fun. Like you are stoked, like you feel excited. You are opening toys, like you're opening up cards and like you're getting rares, you're getting pin trading. Oh my God, you just got the rare pin and from Gary Vee himself, like so exciting. Like there's like so much to be said around hype created by giving your community collectibles. And then things like this are things that you can like share with a child, like if you have children, or you know, introduce kind of to a friend, or like watch your friend who like hates NFTs buy this for his kid. Like you give him a suggestion, like, or you give it to kids for the holidays, you know, and they have no idea and you just never tell them. You just never say. See how long it goes before they're like, I love Pudgies. My child is in there all day long. And you can be like, that's great. Did you know that there's a wallet address connected to the Pudgy world? Like, I just think it's going to be such a great way for people to start having that process and that momentum where they're participating in and experiencing Web3 technology without literally having to know that it's happening. Like for me, this is the North Star. Like I don't want to give a conference long speech to someone explaining to them how everything works. And they 100% don't want that either. Like most people, of course, anyone that's coming to like these conferences, it wants to participate in those conversations, but most people just want to like go about their day, use a product, buy cute things, like they can't take on all of that tech heavy stuff. And so having experiences like this where you get to just participate without knowing about it, that is what's going to happen more and like need to happen more for mass adoption to happen for NFTs and crypto. So that's something that I'm really excited about. Pudgy's for kind of like paving the way for that. I'm also just such an IRL maxi, you know, such a great example of the last episode. Like we're going to come back to me and Cheffo in a second here, and we're going to get to watch a video that we actually just put out, another OTG short film of an activation we did at a skate park. So just another example of like coming together through skating and not through crypto and NFTs, even though crypto and NFTs is a part of it. Like maybe you like skating. But a really cool experience that happened with us like at ETH Global in New York is being with the Nouns DAO Amigos crew in their booth. And why it was really cool and important is they also travel around to all the ETH Global events. And so we got to talk about, as a brand ambassador, when you're sitting in one of those booths, like what that feels like. Hey, I had to see you going into the screen there. Cheffo's just getting ready. He's just swapping out those glasses. You know, I know.
I'm sorry. You know, it's just so tempting. These Noggles are the coolest, and there's
I'm gonna
literally
mute you because
like
I wasn't done talking. You just came in full half story, like but your ponytail like nearly knocked me in the face. And then I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Getting used to the new format.
I'll get to my point and I'll bring you back in. Okay. My point was, I was like able to have a conversation with the Nouns to Amigos crew about how much effort it really takes and energy to be at events like that and to just maintain a positive attitude, talk about these events, like be present, be excited, be knowledgeable about the things you're talking about. And it just has to be said for everybody who's doing anything IRL right now with Nouns. Like, I see you, I hear you, like I totally understand like the effort that it takes. And I think that we just have to continue to get more people onboarded into that part of it as well, because it's the IRL experiences and going out there with the real conversations that's really gonna kind of take it all to the next level. And that is where Toshi time has ended. Thank you all for coming to my TED Talk. I really appreciate it. Thank you for opening up the Pudgies with me. I see the Pudgies on the
I see him up there. Pink gang.
Oh, Bodie posted it. Yes. Oh my gosh. I know. I got my little pink squad.
That's okay.
Okay. So what we really want to do for anyone, you know,
I changed
as
my
we kind of close out,
by the way. Do you see these ones?
Yes, I did see them. The yellows?
Yeah, they're cool.
Or greens. Those ones are green. Okay. We know that this might be boring for you guys, but it could be just really not boring at all and kind of fascinating to get the commentary on this. But OTG has just dropped another video, a short film. We love creating these like while we're on the ground in different places. We have 2 that are out from Rio and from Brazil, from Brazil. And that's because Brazil is the best place ever. Sorry.
It's definitely up there.
Sorry. They're
amazing.
Incredible. They are artistic. They're fun. They're creative. They're community driven. They're all like, anytime someone wants to do a project, 8 people like raise their hands and like, I'll be there.
Yep.
You know, I'll have my hand on the brush at least once. Like, it's so good. And so this, you know, the first one we dropped, Thomas Junto, was about painting a mural on the beach in Rio de Janeiro with Josue, who is a graffiti artist who is like known for painting Noggles around all of Rio. It's insane. This second one that we're doing, it's a famous skate park, Praca XV, which is like Plaza.
Well, it's in a historic place downtown, and
Plaza 15.
I had the joy of walking around downtown in this area, and then we went from here, kind of like all down to this like really famous mural graffiti area with JP, and he was like telling me the whole history of the place, and I'm sorry I don't remember right off the top of my head, but yeah, this is the building that you see behind it is like a very famous building. I think was kind of like not the palace, but like the.
Well, and why this matters is because that gentleman you're seeing on the left, Farah, he was the person who built the Noggle rails, the skate rails. I know Wyland's in the chat. Wyland just did a whole version over there, like in Chicago. Like I've seen like people trying to create this thing and like make the Noggle rails happen in other places. Like Farah's the OG original founder of them, and they were red, and they have been sitting in this awesome iconic skate park, getting like stickers on them and stuff too. So
they were all like gnarred up when we.
They were gnarred up. They were so gnarly. So we went and got to repaint them and give them a little makeover and paint them yellow. And so this is the journey of that, but it's very much like old school skate vibes. Like I love like the old school skate videos. Like when we used to throw parties and shit, like at warehouses, like we would throw that on like in the background, just like projected on walls, like on all times.
When I would go over to my friend's house and like smoke bongs and stuff, we would be sitting there like, watching skate videos.
Calm down, Cheffo.
Saying, dude,
Calm down, Cheffo. Okay, so we're just gonna watch it with you guys. It's only like, I guess it's like 17 minutes.
Yeah, it's not short. It's long enough.
Screw it. We're proud of this. You can hang out with us or
you
not.
Can scrub through it. I don't
We're
care.
just gonna. Yeah, I think we just watch it. I think it's one of those things. Like I really want people to get used to like things that aren't just hype videos. This is a piece of art. Okay, this is a story. Like put it on your television. Sit down. Put your fucking phone down.
Yeah, actually, these things play.
And watch
they
it.
play really good on big screen.
It's good sound. You will meet amazing, incredible people. And you don't have to do that right now. But what we will give you right now that we can, put later as a separate video, I think is the commentary from the directors and producers of that film, which is Cheffo and myself. And so we will watch that with you guys today and we can comment along the way, Cheffo, whatever you want to do. But this is it. Praca XV, OTG skate video, painting the Noggles yellow. I don't know how loud I can get that.
It's loud enough.
Is it?
Yeah, because we can talk about it. So, I went for like a like kind of like a cool kind of color here on the video. I brought in some like greens and yellows.
Glad.
Made things like kind of, I added some film, added some like softness. We did some cool things with it. We did these black bars on the to give it that kind of like
film vibe
to make you kind of pay attention to what's going on. So yeah, I think we got a cool look on this one. Then we found some.
You guys have no idea how amazing
cool
these people are in
songs.
person too. Like
Yeah.
Vlad, Zeke, Farah is like
these
insane.
guys, I mean, they get along like crazy too. You know, like it's so real. Like it's just, I don't know, it's such a vibe.
Noggles on the ramp right there. Do you guys spot how many Noggles are in this video?
That's what we said about Brazil. Is like if we moved to Brazil, we would instantaneously have like 80 friends. Like the first hour.
Vlad is also just so good at skating, you guys.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
He was bopping around like a rabbit this entire, like up until like very late at night with no loss of energy.
This was over the course of, I think we got there in the afternoon, like mid-afternoon or something like that. So this was probably like
Josue, let's go.
8 hours of filming.
See, now we have like a repeating of characters. Now we saw Josue and his whole story and Thomas Junto. Now he's back here. He's gonna paint more Noggles on this stuff. Like,
Yeah, dude.
it's just such a good feeling.
You were filming some of these shots. You have some great shots that
I'll
you
show you my
filmed.
angles.
There's you right there. You were filming with the Black Magic. And you had the 50 millimeter lens with the on the Black Magic.
Third Eye, shout out.
Oh, he's my favorite. I love Third Eye. Put that wax on it, get it slick.
Too slick.
Talk
As we'll see in the next
I would
clip.
bust my ass if I tried to do. I mean, I wouldn't have to worry about busting my ass because I couldn't even get off the ground.
You know what actually didn't make this video is clips of Cheffo doing a kickflip because he actually did it.
And I did not do the actual full kickflip.
I
but
mean, I think you landed at least once.
I got the board to flip. But
Hey, history is written by us, and I'm saying that you landed it at least one time.
history is written. It's not on the blockchain, so yeah.
In the Noggles, let's freaking go.
I thought that was cool. He was skating.
Yes. Wow,
That's your shot.
that was my shot.
Mm-hmm. That thing's cool. How the Noggles are on the flat part of it. I thought that was neat. They're like very subtle.
It's such a vibe here at this park too. Like everybody's skating around. There's all these other people, like bikes, skating.
For sure.
It starts getting a little bit like busier towards the evening, which you guys will see as well.
Well, where it is there's actually a ferry boat because part of the way that Rio is set up is there's like a harbor and there's lots of ports, and so people live across the harbor and there's the ferries that run all day long, and where this skate park is located is where the ferry boat lets off, and so it's just like thousands of people all day coming past this area, and it's a historic area. But supposedly this area has also been going through like a revitalization over the last 10 years or so. JP was telling me like it's really kind of started to come around, and people from the city and the area are coming down to the downtown more and really taking advantage of like
they like don't feel like it's
history.
as dangerous.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
felt safe the entire time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we also had a squad of like 20 Brazilians with us, so that was
Facts. Let's freaking go, Vlad.
Where are those Noggles?
Yeah, those are the Noggle pins we got. Yeah. So beautiful.
Yeah, the light was really great at that time of day. It was fun to shoot like when we had this really gorgeous like orange glow.
Farah. First we have to strip the Noggles of the stickers and stuff. JP, what's good?
So anyone who doesn't know, JP matches his Crocs with his socks. I'm not kidding. Every time we got
We love
Crocs,
it.
we got socks. Shout out.
The master, the Noggle graffiti master himself at work again.
Yeah, dude. And Josue's style is very like fun and like
Bright,
vibrant and bright
colorful.
and fun. Like it's happy. It's very Nounish.
So this is so fascinating because they were making a new skate ramp with cement, just like right here, like mixing up the cement on the sidewalk.
Yeah, he made the form. I think he must have like cut the wood and then brought it, but like he made the form, put wire in it, like rebar and
Yes.
everything. And yeah,
It was incredible.
Vlad went and helped get water. Yeah, here you go.
This is for me. You're gonna hear about this.
I don't think that's this guy. I think that's just like the shirt that he's wearing, but supposedly he's famous. Yeah, look at this thing. Like, that's gonna be the ramp. Spectacular. Right by the tree.
Just mixing it up.
I think it's cool that it's right by the tree, actually.
Yeah.
There's a launch.
ASMR.
Yeah, dude, I tried to do a little concrete ASMR for everybody right here, baby. The microphone is pretty clean on that.
Wow.
Definitely a lot of hanging out, chilling, telling stories, like bullshitting, you know, and skating.
Learning
and painting.
Portuguese.
Learning Portuguese.
Trying. I hear that. Did you hear that part?
Yeah.
The Noggles are so special.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Like, if you know Portuguese, I'm sure that this video, like, you can pick up on some of that stuff. We did have JP give our video a watch and give it the thumbs up approval for like adult content and
But
stuff
even
like that.
but even that like adult content.
I love this shot. See the lady with the bag, and then
Dude,
watch
like
this,
even like
watch.
hearing him say like the Noggles are so special.
This is my favorite part. One of them, the hot dog cart. Dude.
What is that, coffee?
It's trying to be coffee.
I love the trying to be coffee. God, it's so beautiful.
It's definitely a group effort. That fucking thing is heavy. That thing probably, I don't even know what it
Well, and
weighs.
it's really
I would
cool.
guess it weighs 300 pounds.
Before we
or
brought it
something.
down, it was actually like slanted up on the stairs, and so
Yeah.
people were like grilling it down from the stairs. It was
right,
crazy.
Right. They had moved it. Like someone
Yeah.
else had moved it and like repositioned it in the park.
Like all kind of heights here, like 30 centimeters.
This was interesting.
Centimeters, 40 and 20.
Yeah, so the park definitely
Noggle
has
scooter.
variation. There you go.
So Nounish, like so Nounish. Let's go, baby. Paint these babies yellow.
It was definitely like a
golden
little bit of a
Noggles.
process to get it repainted. You know, you had to hand paint, you had to roll, you had to tape some little parts off, like you had to scrape it, you had to take the stickers off. Like, yeah, it was definitely a cool little painting project, you know?
Oh my God, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Multiple coats. It took us all the way till the evening for it to dry, really.
I'm so curious now, actually, what it looks like, how many stickers, and like it's probably gnarred up again, dude.
We gotta go back.
Yep. We'll have like yearly,
the next
a
squad.
yearly Noggle painting
Yes.
party in Brazil.
Like a mission down there.
Yeah. The Brazilians definitely like rock the music when they're like out doing shit. You know, someone will always have a speaker.
Well,
It's usually
it's just way. Yeah.
He definitely rocks hard when he paints.
JP was learning to skate. So fun. In the Crocs. That was blowing my mind. I'm like, you are talented. The fact that you're not falling right now is insane.
He was going for it. I think you got to turn around here. Well, let's see.
Cool shot. I love this shot. It's very Wes Anderson.
Yeah, this shot's dope. This is like a cool
Very Wes Anderson.
tripod shot. I liked the sound of Vlad's board throughout the shot. I thought that like added a cool rhythm to the shot. We played around with some fast forward in the shot.
Some time lapse, yeah. Like it's
Yeah. Really neat. And then you guys come out.
because you can
I
see
like
all the
that
other
right
normal
there.
people too that are also like around in this area interacting.
Yeah. Vlad hits a huge one here. You know, he's 6 feet up.
The giant
So
skateboard.
this is
oh
a famous.
My God.
This is a famous sculpture in Rio. That's a giant skateboard. It's made by a famous artist. It's one of the largest tourist attractions, literally in Rio.
Wow.
And the Noggles are like 100 feet away
Yeah,
from it.
they're right there.
It couldn't have been. I mean, what a shot! Like that is
Yeah.
literally a giant skateboard, like in the sunset.
Wow.
This was for me one of my favorite parts of the day filming for sure. Nice, and then they kept ripping. It was fun. Like we definitely would like rip
Yeah.
at different points of the night.
That's why it's like, you know, the video's about us painting these Noggles, but it's really about like this skate vibe.
Yeah,
like
dude.
this was the culture. Like this is what this entire day felt like. We get a coat on, boom,
Yep.
people skate for 2 hours.
Yep.
Let it dry, get another coat on, more skating. Like
Yep.
it was so much freaking fun
Yep.
and just so the vibes and like all these guys, like it's all happening in crypto. Like we are sending USDC to get paint supplies
Yep.
for the Noggles. Like
Yep.
it's just incredible.
No,
there
it's
was
ma-
Noggles right
It's
there.
magical. It's magical. I love that shot. You shot that. That's a great shot.
Yeah.
But here we go. These are some big ones too. Vlad was nailing. This is,
Yeah.
I think, when they were all kind of skating their best.
Yeah, they
this part of the
were.
day. Zeke was hitting. Farah hit.
Yep. Third eye
Then we started
Yeah.
just. This is dope. This is some slow mo.
with like the 3 different guys.
Very cool. Oh, here we go.
Just love the colors.
Thank you. I worked on the colors for a while, to be honest.
Let's go.
Yeah, this one's sick, dude. He nails it. It's like a kickflip, I think.
And he's so tall too.
Kickflip 180. I think maybe. Am I right about that?
Oh God, I'm not the right person to ask.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I love see his arms on that where he. I think that's really neat.
This video is right now on like all of our pinned tweets, so
Yep.
we encourage you guys to share it. I did promote it also on Twitter. I think it's just a cool freaking vibe.
Well, it's got good organic traction as well.
Yeah, exactly. It actually has a ton of organic traction on the OTG thing.
I think that's a front side grind. but
Ooh.
I don't know.
And then all the 3 tricks again.
Yeah, and then we played him at regular speed. Dope. This was great, man. We were hanging out. I was kind of getting creative. I looked around. I'm like, third eye. Let's go. And I just sat on the back of this thing and held on for dear life. This is my favorite shot of the whole movie right here, personally, because he's just like a wild man. And you just get to see his like joy. Like the joy in his face that's in the mirror.
Yeah.
For me, it's just everything. It's everything. But yeah, that's us. We started following them around the park. That was dope, man. We didn't run into anybody. We almost did.
So badass. It's just fun. It's just like a full day of skating.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like definitely a lot going on. There was like a BMX squad rolled up at one point. We were talking. We were like, "Do you guys like the BMX guys?" They were like, "Nah, we don't really chill with the BMX guys very much." I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then this is cool. They go, "That's gnarly." Yeah, there we go. That's when we ran into that one person. That's gnarly, dude.
That's gnarly. Farah. That was like, too, like, sends his board under the Noggles.
Dope.
The craziest thing is, like, all these guys, too, are just really, really humble and really nice and fun and funny. Starting to wind down, guys.
Yeah, it did. It literally started to get dark. I think at this point in the night, this is when JP took us on a walk, and we went and saw some of the sunset, and then came back and filmed some of the rest of it. But we definitely had to put 2 or 3 coats on the Noggles for sure. Took some time. Guys over here, see how he's putting this concrete on his ramp? He's like starting to smooth out his ramp.
That took all day for him to build that ramp up
Yeah, he
while
fucked
we were
with
there.
that all day. You were such a good painter, Aubtoshi.
Thank you. This guy was sick.
Love that.
I just feel fortunate that I got to be a part of that and like repainting these Noggles for everybody. Like, obviously, like the Noggle rails themselves are very like special in the DAO, and so it was really cool to be a part of that whole experience.
Yeah.
And I love that the sound of just like this like pause. You can like hear the skateboard sounds, and like we switch into the next area.
Yeah, nighttime was cool, man. It like was very glowy. There was these like tons of these street lamps. You know, lots of like just cool city light thing happening, and you know, still like a ton of people out here skating, just shredding all night long.
Well, this is when people who like are just underrated and really, really good were here.
This next guy.
I think we like actually have a shot in here of one of the guys.
Oh, dude, he hits one of the biggest.
That they put like the cinder block thing on top of the ramp and made it higher.
Bro, that was not nothing.
That was not nothing.
And he just did it first try.
Well, we're also very grateful for Farah.
Like this shot.
For creating these, like this ramp.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, it's a really great concept, and they have started a movement now. And like, Weiland has now done one. It's just like fucking, it's neat. And someone will do another one. Like, I'm sure NARS will do a bunch, but it's a cool concept, and it does like just it sits there. You know, no one's gonna just like pick it up and take it. Like it stays there and shreds.
Well, and everyone who skates in that park like knows this.
I think a cool thing to do for it would be to add like a metal plaque or something that like couldn't be removed. You know, like riveted on.
Yeah.
But that said like Nouns.wtf with maybe with like a QR code or something. I mean, I'm sure it would get like spray painted or something, but could be dope. I like this, and we got back on the bike, tooled around.
See, that wasn't that long. Once you start like getting into these like stories, that's why I really encourage people to like make these short films.
Well, I like it,
in addition
man.
to hype
like,
videos, but
yeah, for sure. It's like for me, it's like the style I like because it's intimate, you know, and it feels like you're there, and like you get to see the light change. You get to like hear the sounds and the noises, and like I just like that vibe. So for me, this was a cool one. I was like really excited to make this. So.
Dude, such good times. OTG.WTF. We have shorts.
Let's go.
We have other videos. We also have
Great
a
job,
new.
Aubtoshi.
Good job, Cheffo. Severus is up in this chat, just being a wild and crazy animal. What is wrong with you? You're so crazy. I've just been trying to throw little emojis in there because your like poo poo and pee pee messages were just like showing up under my face like while we were talking. But it's fine. We're happy that you're here. We come here live all the time, anytime that we can. We talk crypto, NFTs, but we also talk about all the other awesome shit that we're doing, such as putting out videos like the one that you just saw. We traveled to Brazil and we're able to participate with the awesome crew that we were with. Vlad, Third Eye, Farah, Ezek, Josue, JP. All of you guys are incredible. We really miss you guys and can't wait to come back down to Rio. But it was really, this is exactly what we're talking about. Like, I think it's a great way to round out this entire live stream with you guys is like leading with that. Like, who are we? What are these things that we like to do? Oh, you're a cool fucking person. Like, maybe you're also into crypto. Like, what does that mean? Like, just trying to figure out these different ways that we can have these conversations with each other and open them up.
Right,
to
like,
kind of get past
there
that
was
like
no
original
mention
like
of crypto or NFT.
Exactly in that whole video, but that video was funded by crypto.
Right.
We were sending crypto to pick up paint supplies. Like the entire thing was sponsored by it, and you just wouldn't know. So I think it's a cool approach to getting brand new people onboarded. Yeah. Maybe such as Severus, unless he knows what he's talking about.
Maybe he should subscribe to the channel.
I'm actually wondering where you're coming in from and if it's on YouTube, because on our chat we can see everybody. But either way, you should just subscribe, Severus. We're fun.
There you go.
We're cool people. I've been nothing but nice to you while you're here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah. If you are watching it with us live, it's been amazing. Thank you, Wyland, Boney. You guys are awesome. Boney, I can't wait to see you IRL. This is going to be insane.
Let's go.
We are here for another couple days in Sydney. We will be in Melbourne next week. We're going to go right now and hit up our first talk, NFTs, sizzle or fizzle. I guess we will report back to you guys
We're
to
gonna be
find out what we
sizzling.
find out there.
We're gonna be sizzling
at South by
Aubtoshi.
Southwest Sydney.
You know, like we
let's see what
say,
the Aussies
like we
think about
say in the
NFTs.
kitchen, we're just gonna turn and burn, baby.
Oh,
We're gonna turn and
did
burn.
they say that?
Yeah, that's what you do when you cook. You turn and burn.
Okay. Well, until next time, guys. Thank you for being here. We'll close you out with the DJ Toshi original again, and we will see you next time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Later.
It's been awesome to be hanging with you guys again. See you next time.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?